In the quiet hum of the village, under a sky littered with stars, Kofi sat alone, the crackling fire beside his small hut painted flickering shadows across a face heavy with unspoken thoughts. His shoulders slumped, a silent testament to a weight he no longer knew how to share. The stillness became unbearable, pushing him to his feet. He walked towards the forest, a place of ancient trees and deep secrets. Their trunks, carved with tribal symbols, stood like silent sentinels, and a thin mist clung to the branches, weaving an air of mystery into the night. It was there, from behind the gnarled bark of an old tree, that Amara emerged. Her braids, woven with golden beads, caught the faint light as they swayed. Her eyes, usually soft, now held a new distance, a quiet sorrow. They stood in silence, a gulf between them, their gazes speaking volumes that words could no longer reach. They returned to the fire, sitting across from each other. The flames danced, casting long, wavering shadows that seemed to mock the tension between them. It was a thick, suffocating silence, each waiting for the other to break it, yet both trapped by an inability to begin. The air was charged with everything left unsaid, with memories that now felt like ghosts. Warm, golden light once filled an open field where they had laughed freely. Tall grass had swayed around them as they ran, their movements light and full of joy. They held each other with an ease that now seemed impossible, their bright, colorful clothes a stark contrast to the darkness of the present. Their smiles were radiant, their connection a vibrant force. Another memory flickered to life. A village celebration, the air alive with a deep rhythm of drums. They had danced among friends, their bodies moving as one, illuminated by the warm, festive glow of torches. In those moments, their bond felt unbreakable, a powerful current of energy and warmth that drew everyone in. But back in the present, that warmth was gone, replaced by a biting cold. The fire shrank, its light weakening as the night grew deeper. Kofi stared into the dying flames, his expression one of hollow defeat. Amara, unable to meet his gaze, looked away, her own pain a wall between them. The vibrant connection they once shared had faded, leaving only the cold ashes of what used to be. The night itself seemed to hold its breath, sensing a shift, a presence stirring in the darkness. From the deepest shadows of the forest, a new form materialized. Umbra, a spirit of shadow, rose from the darkness, its smoky body twisted and coiled silently, its eyes glowing with a faint, unsettling white light. A chill swept through the air as the atmosphere grew heavy, pregnant with a formidable, ancient power. Kofi found himself alone in the center of the forest, the wind rising to a howl, whipping leaves into a frenzy around him. His fear gave way to a hardened resolve. He stared directly at the shadow spirit, his jaw set, ready to confront the darkness that had mirrored the turmoil within him. Amara watched from a distance, her hand clutching a simple shell bracelet on her wrist, a relic of a happier time. Her face was a canvas of conflicting emotions: fear for Kofi, guilt for her part in their schism, and a heartbreak so profound she struggled to contain it. She yearned to rush to his side, to help him fight this spectral foe. But she felt paralyzed, unsure of how to bridge the chasm that had opened between them. The sound of shattering would cut through the night's tension. A wooden bowl, once held with care, slipped from a hand and crashed against the hard earth, breaking into a dozen scattered pieces. The moment hung in the air, a stark, painful symbol of their relationship. Something they had built together, something once whole and beautiful, had finally and irrevocably fallen apart. The sound echoed the breaking of their own world. Later, Kofi sat on the red earth, his head buried in his hands. The fire was completely gone, leaving only a few faint, glowing embers to fight against the overwhelming darkness. The night felt vast and empty, the silence around him amplifying his loneliness. A single tear traced a path down his cheek, a silent admission of his grief and despair. The battle was over, but the wounds remained, raw and deep. As the first hints of morning light touched to the horizon, Amara walked along a dusty path, a woven bag slung over her shoulder. She moved with a quiet determination, her gaze fixed forward, never once looking back. Her shadow stretched long and lonely behind her, a solitary figure disappearing into the growing sunlight, leaving the village and its memories behind. The new day promised a new beginning for her, but it was a beginning marked by loss. The story closes on Kofi's face, now bathed in the warm, gentle light of the rising sun. The harsh flicker of the firelight was gone, replaced by a softer glow. His eyes held a universe of emotion, exhaustion from the fight, the deep ache of heartbreak, but also a faint, emerging glimmer of acceptance. In the profound silence of the new morning, as the world awoke around him, there was a sense that his own healing, however slow and painful, could finally begin. The quiet said more than words ever could.